What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are concluding Mobile Suit Gundam Katana. Last time, Cortez received the upgraded Netix Gundam. Meanwhile, Richard Grayson got out of the Bacta tank and found Old Man Tsurugi Murasame. The team made it to Side 7 to find everyone controlled by the Demon Blade brainwaves. This time, Ittou will face off against Kanasada and Grayson joins the fight. Also, we will see Gundam Katana's armor come off. So let's get into this. Ittou's trip to Jupiter will keep him away from the Earth sphere for 7 years. Kanasada hopes this will make him strong. Ittou bids his father farewell. He goes into stasis. When he gets out, one man struggling gets carried away. Ittou never saw him again. Over time, many others began disappearing. During his cyber new type enhancements, he happens to see the future. He happens to see this moment. In the present, he faces his father, Kanasada. He tells Ittou that he learned everything he taught him, but he now realizes that peace can't be achieved with those old ways, which is why he is using the Demon Blade brainwaves. Ittou goes in with a swift attack, but Kanasada is able to block it. Cortez is watching the fight go down. Kanasada says that humans don't know how to make a choice and that they only keep on fighting until they destroy themselves. So he will force humanity to make a change. Ittou tells him to cut the bullshit. Kanasada begins dual-wielding beam sabers. He pins his son down and tells him to get out of his cockpit. That is when Grayson in his new Domel barges in. He appears to have destroyed Old Man Murasame. Hey Cortez, do you want to help? Nope, just going to watch, huh? Grayson has never actually defeated Kanasada, but today he believes things will be different. He was merely the money man until Kanasada brought him into the dojo. Cortez notices that Kanasada in the GPO-2 and Grayson are just staying still, but Ittou can see it. The two are fighting with lightning-fast speeds. Grayson is getting the upper hand. Kanasada says that Grayson's skills can be used to activate the Demon Blade, but his former pupil has other plans. He plans to build his own new world order out of the coming conflict. Grayson grabs the GPO-2 and rips it apart, killing Kanasada. That is when Cortez in the Netix comes in. Finally, you do something. He unleashes his bits on the Domel. With his bits, he believes that it will be a 3v1, and Cortez could get the upper hand. But he still struggles. Ittou is upset that he wasn't able to kill his father himself. The Demon Blade system activates. Cortez is mad that Grayson was pretending to be Kanasada and implanted flash memories in his head. They vaguely hinted at this, but not enough for me to care this late in the game. Cortez's mobile suit is overheating, trying to keep up with Grayson. His mobile suit is at its limits, but he will take Grayson down even if the Netix melts in the process. Ittou tells Cortez not to waste his life on this guy as he steps in. Grayson uses the move Steel Leg Blazed Wind Slash, but Ittou is able to counter the move. He then tries to cancel the young master's palm strikes. He is too fast. Ittou could see ki flowing through Grayson. He strikes the Domel, but it still has the power to fight. Grayson says that he will open the door to his godhood. A light suddenly enshrouds Ittou. Minovsky particles sweep across the area and cut off all broadcasts. An EFF soldier realizes that it just isn't Minovsky particle interference, however. It is also brainwave activity. On board the Pegasus-class ship, Stonefield's crew suddenly collapses and becomes lethargic. He remembers what Ittou said about the transmitters that were installed across Side 7. Stonefield wonders what is happening. Grayson sees the birth of life on Earth and human evolution. He's going on a new type trip like Full Frontal that one time. Suddenly, tendrils burst out of Side 7. Meanwhile, Yas and the little kid find the downed guy. One thing I didn't realize until now is that Old Man Murasame is the old man from Harmony 1. Yas wonders why he is here. He tells the kid to take the guy and head back to Harmony 1. The ball detaches from the gym and Yas goes to search for Ittou alone. Ittou wakes up at BGST HQ. Mangle is standing in front of him, telling the young master to get up. He is tired from everything, from taking command of BGST to inheriting the Tsurugi family traditions. It is too much for him. He just wants to rest. He is consumed by darkness before O'Connell tells him to wake up. Light begins shining. She reaches out to him. Ittou then sees the Tsurugi lineage. They tell him that someone is trying to absorb his consciousness, and Ittou must stop this from happening. Old Man Murasame is also there and allows Ittou to unsheath the weapon from its scabbard. The striker's armor comes off and a new system is activated. The Katana system. That is when Yas comes in, but Ittou tells him to stop. He hears his dad telling him to sever his attachments. A light is unleashed throughout Side 7. O'Connell gets Cortez and Yas to safety. Ittou vanishes as the light fades. It also looks like Side 7 got destroyed, but that doesn't seem right. After Side 7, True Federal was destroyed. But since Ittou was missing in action, BGST fell into obscurity. Soon, the Titans went to war with the AUG. The Titans disbanded, and soon the AUG found themselves fighting against Neo Zeon. We learned that these words come from Pinbone Stonefield. His first name is Pinbone. He is writing his memoirs and reflecting on Ittou. Back in Montebello, BGSD has disbanded and many went their separate ways. However, Yas upholds the Tsurugi family dojo and many have stuck around, including Cortez. Yas is also rocking a sweet mustache and pomp. I'm jealous. Meanwhile, the Nemesis team learns of Ittou's location. The least they could do is tell their comrades where he is. Yas mentions that the Demon Blade was later used in the Psycho Gundam made by Murasame Labs, so they learn that he is living in a quiet area in Japan. They travel to the mountainside near Mount Fuji and find a cabin. They find Ittou with a blindfold over his eyes. O'Connell is with him. She only got to his location 3 days earlier. He could sense Yas. He tells them that they should leave, but a storm comes, so they stay for the night. Before leaving the next day, Yas gives Ittou the Tsurugi sword and tells him to commit harikari. He says that if a Tsurugi plans on abandoning this sword, then he should end it properly. He hands him the sword, and he has another. He says, "Just kidding, I want to fight you." Since Ittou abandoned them, he has been training to be worthy of the Tsurugi sword. He needs to prove his worthiness. The two begin to fight. Yas slices his blindfold off. Yas moves the sword with great speeds, creating static electricity. He charges with his final attack, the Spark Knuckle. However, Ittou is able to counter his attack. Yas has been defeated. He begs Ittou to return to Montebello and BGST. He reveals that he likes his beard, and reveals that he could see, and he was just messing with everyone. Even O'Connell, who came 3 days earlier. Everyone yells at him and tells him to return. We learn that this is all still Stonefield's memoirs. Because of this, he corrected Ittou's MIA record. The BGST is back. As for their adventures, that's a long story for a different time. Signed, former Captain Pinbone Stonefield, February 2nd, UC 0092. And that will conclude Mobile Suit Gundam Katana and the Hooligan Saga. I love the camaraderie in this manga. Much of the BGSD team is based off of a Yakuza clan, and you could see that throughout the manga. I genuinely enjoyed this manga, but that ending fell quite flat, and I was kind of expecting a cool fight, and not just ending with a flash of light. They leave room for another BGST story to be told, and I would love to see another sequel, but I have a feeling this is the end of this saga. The artwork was so bizarre and unique that it stands out amongst the rest. Even though I like this, I enjoyed Hooligans a little more than Katana. But let me know which Sono Yoshihiro manga you liked more. Did you like this or Hooligans? Or did you like the At Guy side story? Let me know. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, sometimes you don't get the pleasures of killing your own father. You just gotta live with it. Peace.